Okay, so what we're going to look at here is a continuation of being able to graph absolute value equations. And in this case, we're going to use everything that we looked at before in the previous video. But what we're going to use is a general equation, okay, general equation y equals a times the absolute value of x minus h plus k, okay? Now, in our case, in the last video, we talked about h over here. If we subtracted h, we went to the right. If we added h, we went to the left. If we added k to the outside, we went up. If we subtracted k, we went down. And then, of course, if we had a negative multiplied to the front, then we had to reflect our graph over the x-axis, okay? So that's the general equation that we want to use. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to start to put things together. So we're going to move left, maybe left and up, maybe right and down, maybe reflect and then go up, and then maybe go to the left. But we're going to put those transformations together, okay? But we need to remember what we're talking about here. Specifically for you guys, all you have to worry about for you is that we're going to be able to reflect possibly if we multiply by a negative. So if we have a negative in the front, this is going to tell us whether we're going left or right, okay? Specifically, left would be adding, right would be subtracting, okay? And this guy's going to tell us up or down. Specifically, up, we're going to be adding, down, we're going to be subtracting, okay? So with that in mind, let's look at this example here. So it's in our form, okay, except we don't have anything being multiplied, but we have x minus h, where h is 1, plus k, where k is 4. Okay. Now, if it's inside the fence, we're talking left and right. Outside the fence, we're talking up and down. So inside our absolute value here, x minus 1, what is that going to do? Well, that's going to go to the right, okay, to the right 1. Okay, so it's going to take our graph and move it to the right 1. So we said if it's inside, we're going left or right, but if we're subtracting, it's going to the right. Now, outside the fence is up and down. If this is plus 4, then we're going to be going up 4, because we said plus is up. So we're going up 4, okay? So we're going to do those transformations at once, and what we're going to use is our key points again. Now, if you want to use all 5 of the key points, that you're more than welcome to. If you just want to use the 3, I'm just going to use 3, 0, 0, 1, 1, negative 1, 1. And what we want to do is follow what we just wrote down, okay? So we're going to take each point. Let's start with 0, 0, and we're going to move it to the right 1 and up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our point's going to be there. Now, our next point, we're going to move this guy to the right 1 and up 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Then this guy, we're going to move to the right 1 and up 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So now we can kind of see our graph, and we can actually finish out the pattern here. But this would be the graph of our absolute value equation, okay? Let's try one more of those, okay? So remember, inside the fence, we're going left and right. Outside the fence, we're going up and down. So this is x plus h, x plus 4. So if it's plus h, we're going to the left. So this is left 4. And outside the fence is up and down since we're subtracting. Okay, whoops, I forgot to put left 4. Since we're subtracting, we're going down 3. Okay, so we're going left 4 and down 3. So we're going to start with our key points again at 0, 0, 1, 1, and negative 1, 1. And we're going to follow what we wrote down. So let's take 0, 0, and we're going to move it left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 3. Down 1, 2, 3. So that guy moves there. Then we're going to take, let's say 1, 1, and let's move that guy left 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, 2, 3. So that guy moves there. Whoops. Then let's also move negative 1, 1. We're going to go left 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 1, 2, 3. So my points go there, and of course we can always finish out our pattern. Okay, we can finish out our pattern, and we end up with this guy here. Okay, so this would be our graph of that equation. Okay, so We just need to be able to recognize the transformations in our equations, whether we're going left and right, up and down, and then move our key points accordingly. And we'll do those two in class. Now, the other thing I want to point out to you is what happens if we have that a value. So remember that a value in front being multiplied. That's when we're talking about reflection, okay? So it reflects, when we have a reflection, I should probably put, okay, over the x-axis if we multiply it by a negative. Well, in this case, we are multiplying our absolute value by a negative, so this is going to reflect it over the x-axis. So we're going to have a reflection. Okay, so we're going to have a reflection. Now, inside the fence, we have plus h. Remember, plus h means we're going left h, in this case, left 2. And then we're going to go, since we have subtraction of 3, we're going to go down 3. Okay, so let's just kind of use our key points again. 0, 0, 1, 1, negative 1, 1. And let's follow the order in which we look at it, okay? I'm going to reflect it first. Then we'll move left, then we'll move down. So I'm going to reflect it first. Let's move each point reflected over. So this guy will stay the same. This guy is going to reflect down over this x-axis. We're reflecting it over the x-axis. And this guy gets reflected over the x-axis. So now it's reflected down. Okay. Now we're going to move it to the left 2 places. Okay. So this point moves to the left 2. And then it's going to move down 3. Down 1, 2, 3. So that guy moves there. Okay. Then this guy moves to the left 1, 2 places and down 3. 1, 2, 3. And then this guy moves to the left 2 places and down 1, 2, 3. Then we can kind of finish out our pattern here, 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 and here. And we end up with our graph here. Whoops. So this would be the graph of our absolute value equation for this guy here. Y equals the negative absolute value of x plus 2 minus 3. Okay, so we reflected it over, then we moved to the left 2, down 3.